PA Podcast. It's on the interwebs.
Stay a while and listen.
You want fries with that?
What? That's what you came up with?
I was in America,
Really?
man. That's all they say. Every time I buy something.
Okay, so let's not give ourselves any room. We're just going to derail this off the bat. This is the Platinum Achievement Podcast.
My funny
Yeah, we
thing
need Chris's
was
funny
like
thing
doing. I was gonna do like the terrorist thing, but no one's gonna top off that Imran's voice. Like somebody was squeezing his balls. Like I don't know what
You
happened
set
there.
the bar way too high.
Well, that's the dude in America.
None
So
of
everything
us
I
can compete
purchased
with
in
that.
America, that's what I want fries with it. Could be a shirt, could be anything.
But
Trainers.
Platinum Achievement Podcast. What are we talking about? Who knows?
Well, Imran just got back from 3 weeks in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 weeks
We
where
should
he ignored you and I, Brian. Can you believe that?
Oh, I told you.
I know. I sent you a message, and Imran's like, "No, I want to go see the Empire State Building or something." It's like, well, you don't want to see me?
And then Brian's like, "That's right over that bridge that I have to pay $200 to cross, so I can do that. We could take a selfie, and I'll be on my way."
Yeah.
I was trying to get to the top so I
selfie,
could
Imran.
spot you. I was trying to see if I could spot you from the top.
You're like a famous person.
No, I
You're
know.
literally-
I
you're
said
royalty.
Myron got ill for like the first 4 days, and then so I had to look after her. But she was alright after. She just got really, really badly, like a bad
Don't
fever.
use the wife card
No,
here.
why-
You could have got a nurse, took care of it, and have
But
fun without
they
her.
didn't charge me anything.
Don't be a
apart
good
from, like,
husband.
medicine.
Don't be a good husband. What?
Whoa.
What is happening? Welcome to the Platinum Achievement Podcast.
Don't be a nice
where we
guy,
discuss-
Don't be good.
Don't be good.
No, so they did the healthcare was kind of cool. So we went to urgent care thing, and then the doctor saw her and then prescribed her some antibiotics. Whatever. It was pretty like straightforward. It was good.
All right. She's alive, I guess. That's okay.
I don't know. People always say that it's really bad in that, like the healthcare thing, but I had no problems, and I had no problems like generally throughout the airports and everything. It was all kind of cool. Because my mum was like stressing out because obviously I'm brown or whatever. I mean, she thinks
That's
it's white in
usually.
her head,
So
right?
wait, were you not randomly selected? They
No,
just-
nothing. It was fine. It
Ah.
was no problems. I just walked through, and I went on 4 flights as well, so there was no issue.
So-
Especially with the whole like whatever happened in Belgium and that. I was
Do
stressing
you
out.
know? Then do you know why healthcare was nice to you? Because you had money.
Yeah, but I only paid for the medicine, and that's what we do here as well. So.
Yep.
Yeah, for most people, or just for I don't know if I should say necessarily most people, but for a lot of people in the U.S., I think as long as you have a job that has health benefits, it doesn't become something you're, I think, always consciously thinking of. Like for like a regular, for most small stuff, going to the doctors and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not like you're gonna get $1,000 bill for a checkup, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not too crazy. We should do, I guess, more formal intros. Imran, that one was yours. Matt, what do you got going on?
Not a whole lot, Brian. Not a whole lot. I'm drinking as usual.
Did you just open a second bottle?
That was a can.
Okay, second can. Sorry.
It's my first.
What do you
You
mean?
close it,
Sure
open
it
it.
is.
That makes
Close
sense.
it and open it again?
No,
How
I
does
didn't
it-
close it and open it again, but the audience doesn't know that we scrapped 40 minutes of recording prior to this, so it's still my first beer.
Oh, so it's
Oh,
nice.
It's his
so-
first
so you
beer
did-
this hour.
The magic
Oh,
of
okay. This hour's is his first
His
beer.
first
Okay.
beer, yeah, it resets every hour. And so,
Yeah,
like, you'll have 10 beers in an
that's
hour.
how
and
metabolism works. Yes, that's exactly yes.
For you, that's how it works. We all know.
No.
What are you playing? What are you doing?
I've been working a lot.
That doesn't sound like a fun
No,
game.
it's not. It's not a. It's no. It's X-Ray Tech Simulator is interesting, but sometimes it is not a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Um.
I don't know. Coming to Steam.
So
2017.
would you buy a VR X-ray simulator?
Yeah, I would.
Pretend you're at work all the time.
No, I totally would because here's the thing. Before you have to remember, there's no way anybody's gonna put out an X-Ray Tech simulator like the way they put out flight simulators in the late 80s and early 90s, where they're super technical, you have to understand everything. No one's going to put out the Gran Turismo of X-Ray Tech simulators because people don't want to buy that. They're going to put out the job simulator of X-Ray Tech simulators, where all you do is go into this thing and goof around, and then you press a button and you see through somebody else. That's what
I'm
they're gonna
imagining it more like that game Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah. There you go.
Where you just yeah.
It'll be like some
crazy
weird
person.
amalgamation of QWOP and Octodad. It'll be crazy. They're not gonna do that super technical. You have to make sure your technique is straight. You have to know where to center the person on the plate and how to angle each body part so you can get it right. Yeah, no one's gonna know that.
Okay.
Yes, there's a lot that goes into my job that people do not want to hear about.
Well, that sounds fun though. I'm ready for X-Ray Simulator 2017.
All right.
Remind me about that. I got something to say. Like Chris have an intro.
So we saved the best for last. Chris,
As always,
how are you?
As always. Never the first.
You know, I kind of did that on purpose. I even consciously
I know.
said Matt
I
on
know.
the second time.
I know you, Brian. And you always relate. You make me angry because you're always late all the time, and you introduce me at the last. Always.
I don't worry. We love you.
You don't love me. If you do, you always
man.
introduce me.
We're having a family crisis right now.
Yeah,
What is
I'm
love?
breaking out with you, Brian. I don't want the green card
Wait,
anymore.
are we gonna have to get a divorce? What?
Well, you can't get divorced if you've never got engaged.
Well, you don't know what happened, Matt.
Oh,
This
you
is
don't
true.
know.
I wasn't there.
I want half of
Kind
the
of glad.
Video evidence.
We just didn't invite you, Matt, to the wedding because no one loved you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'd rather get killed in the Dark Zone in Division.
We just, you wouldn't enjoyed our wedding anyway. We just took old Nintendo consoles and threw them off the roof and watched them burn.
Wow.
That was our wedding ceremony.
That's
It was
dark.
very
Yes.
nice.
Can I ask
Quite
you?
rough.
Can I ask you a question? Because I know Chris. I know Chris didn't do this. Chris, does Brian look good in a dress?
What? Why did he even wouldn't do it?
Really, Brian?
Chris wore the dress. I'm wearing a suit.
What? I'm sorry. But
You're right.
everybody
We're
knows-
both wearing dresses.
No. Everybody would know if you were in a relationship, you'd be the bitch. I'm just
Hell,
saying.
no. We're both
Yes.
wearing dresses.
I love how I love how the bitch in this relationship has a better voice than the male.
Come on. PA Podcast.
Well, at least you're a progressive couple because the bitch obviously has a better chance at being the breadwinner with all that voice acting work he's doing. So
Yes. Now the chances for us to meet Shuhei Yoshida is 1% higher.
Chris will be like, go make a sandwich. And I'll be like, make your own sandwich.
Then I'll bitch slap you like, bitch.
Yeah.
So I was gone for a couple of weeks, and you guys got into a relationship and got married.
Yeah.
Wow.
You missed a lot,
I need that
Imran.
green
Things
card.
happen when you're
I need-
gone.
I need
You
that
wore a
green
dress
card.
as well.
Yeah.
He needs that.
No, he needs the rainbow green card. Chris,
Chris,
what are you playing right now? What are you doing?
wow.
I'm playing Naruto. Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
And he platinumed the Division.
And I'm Platinum the Division.
Were you playing Minecraft the other day? Was that in my head?
Yes, I was playing Minecraft Story Mode.
I like it. I thought it's good.
And I was playing Drive Club too. I'm trying to Platinum Drive Club. I'm trying to Platinum Naruto. Like, I'm really close. Should we talk about trophies right now? Because we were going to make a section talking about trophies.
Yeah, sure. We can just. This is now the segue into the first segment, I guess. Go ahead.
Okay, so let's set this up then.
Okay.
So we've been doing this for 30 episodes, I guess. Is that we're on 31 now or 32? I forgot. And the title of the show is the Platinum Achievement Podcast, and we've talked about trophies maybe once, and maybe maybe. So good. No time like the present. Let's talk about trophies. We'll start with Captain Chris Har here.
Of course, you're gonna start me because I was gonna talk about it anyways.
Exactly. So you are the most prepared. What's your trophy level? How many platinums? And what are you working on now? Oh wait, you probably don't know all that off the top of your head, do you? Not like me.
Damn it!
Yeah.
F you, Matt.
I feel like I'm missing something from not being there for the last show.
No. I was ready with the trophies. I was having problems with.
Well, then let's talk about it. What's your
Let's
trophy
talk about
level?
your problems.
How many platinums do you have?
I'm trying to delay this conversation.
And
I'm trying to delay this conversation because I'm trying to log in right now to my account and check.
Where you don't say, hang on, let me stall for a moment.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
trying to.
it's not that hard, Chris. You know, I'm already in the app. I'm looking at your profile. You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you what you have?
I have 42 platinums. I know
42?
that.
All right, cool. Good for you.
Oh, I don't know the percentage.
That doesn't sound confident. Is that the real number? Is it really 42?
It is 42.
No,
It's gonna be
42 platinum trophies.
tonight.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
all right.
Only,
all right.
what? Sorry, what did you say?
I said 42 platinum trophies. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Mr. 80-something trophies.
Actually, I don't have 80. I think I'm stuck at 76.
76. I can totally get to 76 by the end of this year.
You know, I'm on total opposite end of this
But
spectrum.
see, I'm probably going to be at 100 by the end of this year. That's kind of my goal.
But I will kill you by then, so you wouldn't, I would catch you.
I mean,
I'll kidnap you.
there's always that.
We can keep him in our basement, Chris, after we get married.
Keep them in the closet.
Whoa.
It'll be very good.
Oh no, I'm
Okay.
incorrect. I'm incorrect. I have 74 platinum trophies, 362 golds, 1,035 silvers, 2,615 bronzes. I'm trophy level 24 at 52%. I have a total of 4,086 trophies.
Wow.
You're like a professional. We need Rough Dog or the other dog.
No, because then you get Corn Dog and Rough
The other
Dog in
dog.
here.
I
Oh,
forget. There are two dogs. And they both...
You bring the Dog
Okay.
Pound in here, and all of a sudden I look like I look worthless, which is basically what I am. So, Chris, what platinums or trophies are you working on or having trouble with?
Go.
I'm at level 20, but I'm like 99% to be 21. So I'm level 21, I can say that.
Okay.
42 platinums, 816 silvers, 183 gold, and 2,628 bronze. Total of 3,669 trophies.
Crazy.
Damn.
You have so many platinum.
3,669.
Do you have any proud platinums, Chris? What is your proudest platinum?
Mortal Kombat X.
Mortal
like
Kombat
not
X.
even. Yeah, that is the most proudest I have. Like that is insane. I went back crazy trying to get that trophy. Like it is an insane amount of grind and like crying and tears and breaking controllers.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Sounds pleasant.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm actually...
So I'm trying to platinum right now.
What are you trying to platinum
Go ahead.
right
No, he's dead again.
now? Okay.
Someone
Brian?
keeps stabbing Chris's face
I
and
don't
he's
know
just
why
running
why
away.
do they keep doing that? He's such a
Yeah,
nice
I don't
boy.
know.
I don't know.
They don't approve of your marriage.
For me, I'm actually really curious, Imran. How many platinums and trophies do you have?
I've got a grand total of 6 platinums. That's it.
You want to know something? That's still
Yes.
better than what I got. Because I have only ever gotten all the achievements or trophies in 2 games ever.
What
You guys
game?
want to guess what the 2 games are?
Halo
They're
2
like the
and
most
Halo
popular shooters ever.
Counter-Strike.
No. No.
Call of Duty, Black
I've given
Ops
you enough
2,
time to guess now.
and
Halo.
And Halo.
Halo 3 and Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Those
are the only two games
okay.
that I've gotten all the achievements for. And, I was thinking about this. There are some games...
What's your gamer score on Xbox?
I think it's somewhat high, 45 or 50,000.
I think
That's
that
good.
I think that beats. I think that might be double what I had on Xbox.
Well, and something crazy too, and I was thinking about this, is I have games that I've played literally over 100 hours on, at least, and I'm not even anywhere close to coming to finishing the trophies or the achievements at all. Like, I'm going to give an example.
You have to do specific things. You have to.
I know you have to do specific things, but I've always... There's something in... I don't know, for some reason I feel like if you play a game enough, you should eventually just get all the achievements as you go.
No.
And-
Let's say you're just playing multiplayer and you need to finish the campaign in hard. You will never get the 100% achievement.
Yeah, I know. But for me,
So
like,
you'll
I play
never
NHL all the
eventually
time.
get it.
I play NHL all the time, and I gotta have like 1,000 hours on it or something stupid. And I am not even... I think I got 10 achievements out of like the 15. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
but
some
you're
of
just
them-
playing matches. There
I
are
know, but-
sometimes you have to do the practice things about
Use
throwing a
practice
ball
things.
in a
Yeah.
specific way, or
You threw balls in hockey, but it is crazy though. Like, there are some achievements that I see and I feel like I should have totally gotten that by now, and it seems super easy, and I just go do it, and it takes like 5 minutes. So it is kind of crazy that you really... It makes me appreciate the concentrated efforts you guys put into getting the achievements and trophies, because it clearly... It doesn't just happen. I've learned that.
But don't you feel, this is why I don't do it, it's because I finish a game and I finish a story and I'm like, I could either go play this game again and do all those little biddly bits, or I could just play another game and finish the story in that. So that's why I never do it. I'm like, unless there's a game where you can do it in one playthrough, then I'll try and do it. Like, then I'll try and go for it. Other than that, it's just like, I'd rather just play something else instead of going around and doing extra missions and doing extra things and all that sort of stuff. Like, I don't know. I love having platinums though. I love it when it comes up, like the achievements as well.
I am the exact thing about you, Imran. If a game needs me to play twice to get a platinum, I never do it, except for one game, which is the Soul series.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Because I need to finish that game 3 times, no matter what. Like,
Yeah. Well, like I'm kind of... I know that I at one point in my trophy earning life I was venturing down the path of becoming what is called a trophy whore. But then I decided I didn't want to play bad games just because it had a platinum.
Okay.
So have you got Hannah Montana platinum?
No, I do not have Hannah Montana. I do not.
Wait,
have
are you saying that's not a good game?
Well, I mean, again, Brian, it's just an opinion.
Everything's subjective now.
Yeah, it's just an opinion.
It's all subjective.
If that's your jam, you can have it. But I tend to only go after that in games that I like. Now there are plenty of games that I've platinumed and played continuously ever since. Diablo 3 is one of them. I don't play it as often as I used to, but whenever I see the folks in the Phoenix Overdrive Nation heed the call of the Diablos assembling, I'm usually there. If Mod Nation Racers ever came to PS4, and
don't bring up Diablo, because you made me needlessly grind. You made me needlessly grind, Matt.
Why? What did you do? What happened?
We don't
I
need to
wasted
do
like.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I did. I did. I did. And
God,
you know what?
settle down, class.
And you know what, Chris? It felt good.
You're an asshole, Matt. Like, you know what happens when I was platinuming, I was hunting the trophies for Diablo 3, and I'm like, oh god, I have to like grind for level hard level 60, and I was talking with Matt about it, and he's like, yeah, you can do it, whatever. Then, and he knows like, oh, I'm spending 6 hours, like I have a lot of grinding to do, and Matt, yeah, you can do it, and you can do it, and whatever. Then after like an hour later, he joins in my team. And he was playing, and he was online all the time. It's not like he was at work or something. He
Yeah,
was.
no, it was great. It was great. It was awesome.
He went online. He joined in my group, right? Then he takes like some bullshit item.
Hang on. It wasn't just me. It was also Moose.
Okay, whatever. He takes a bullshit item, and he kills like one guy, and I'm level 60.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
What?
Now
I was like, I was bitching the whole time for 6 hours that the grind is like killing me, and he did it for like 1 minute.
Right.
Why didn't you do it from the first place?
Well, because I didn't when the glitched weapon that I had, because I do have one, I regret nothing. I did not get the platinum with that glitched weapon. I found that afterwards.
So what? You're salty about it, and it's like, oh, if I sweat blood shed to this, I'm gonna make others do it too.
Well,
How old are you, Matt? How old are you?
I'm a giant child. We've established this. It just got to the point where I was like, okay, because Brian and I, Moose and I, were talking, and we're like, should we just glitch him to 70, so he'll shut up about it? Because it would be nice. And he's like, we totally should, because we jumped on. We're like, yeah, Chris, we're gonna help you. Where are you at? Oh, you're only there. Okay, well, it's gonna be a long journey, but we'll we're here to help. And literally 3 seconds later, so you're 70. You got the platinum. Oh, you good? All right, we're leaving now.
All right.
I was like, you Matt.
He still saved you time.
I'll be honest, like it's one of the few times that I've ever trolled somebody and it came off even more perfectly than I could have ever imagined. It was glorious.
Well, that's good.
Dirty Nips remembers. Dirty Nips.
Yeah. You got me there, Chris. I still applaud that. That was great. I don't remember what was I playing? Was I playing Spelunky?
No, you're playing what is that game with the spider? Limbo.
Oh yeah, I was trying to get the 5 death trophy, and then Chris and Paul were talking with me while I'm streaming, and then
it was me and myself.
No, Paul was there too because he laughed about it.
Yeah. Okay.
And Chris and Paul are talking to me and ripping me the way they do because we're family. And then someone shows up in the chat named the Twitch chat named Dirty Nips. And I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be great. Someone named Dirty Nips is talking, and they ask, so do you? I don't remember how it worked, but it got real terrible real quick. and then eventually Dirty Nips goes, hey Matt, this is actually Chris. You've been talking to me the whole time.
What?
And I'm like,
wait.
And you know what I was doing? Is like.
You were trying to Dirty Nips was trying to flirt with me. That's what was going on.
I had 2 separate accounts. I had my main account Ragnarok and Dirty Nips, and I was arguing with myself. And Matt is like, "Paul, look at that! This Chris is arguing with this guy called Dirty Nips," but he didn't know I was arguing with myself.
What in the world do you people do? All right.
I try every time you stream, Brian. I log in with that account, Dirty Nips, but you never reply to me, like ever.
Yeah, I don't normally look at the comments. It's annoying on Xbox. I never really want to.
That's why you got to come to the blue platform. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to do that.
I'm already on the blue platform. I just don't go on it that much.
Right.
So yes, I was talking about which trophies was annoying me. Trying to get the platinum.
So Dirty Nips, what trophies are annoying you?
For Drive Club, a trophy called Credit Where It's Due. So this trophy, it requires for you to reach Reach level 6 with one of each gameplay, game mode, vehicle, and event accolades. So what is this? Accolades is like if you do 10 circuit races, you level up one accolade. Or you do like 60 drifts, or you have to drive 60 kilometers, or specific things, or you have to drive this hatchback car for 100 circuits, whatever. The problem is the grind is insane. Like, it's asking me for the game mode, it's asking me for 1,000 circuit races, finishing 1,000 circuit races.
Okay.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, one of the trophies that I had to grind for in Mod Nation Racers was it's called Star Creator, where you have to get 250,000 Create XP points. Now, how you do that is you create a car and you create a character to drive said car, or you can create a course. And you get Create XP by people downloading your creations, or if you created a car or a character, you get Create XP by racing with those creations. It was real tough because I created one and I'm just like, okay, I'll just do it that way. But then you realize you only get like one or two each race. So I got into a groove where I would just create. I actually got really good at creating things in that game. So I created like Daft Punk as racers. I created a Daft Punk car. I didn't create any courses just because that got really. I wasn't good at it. But The grind is there, man. You just find ways to exploit it, and
Yeah, but I'm already using the best system to get the most out of it, and it's still taking forever. Like, each race is taking me 1 minute, and I need to do 1,000 races to level up one accolade. I need to do it 6 times, so 6,000 races.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the problem. That's probably why a lot of people don't get a lot of platinums, because nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, but I feel like this is a very cheap trophy, to be honest.
But the grind is killing you.
It is. I'm listening to a
Learn
podcast.
to love the grind, right? Isn't that the whole point? I think that's a lot about what hunting for achievements is the satisfaction after like that huge process to get
not really. There's some games where they have really good trophies, like which requires a skill. For example, the best example is Resogun. Resogun is amazing. The trophy list is amazing. Like, everything is required by skill. There's no grind. Like, you have to finish this level for this really high difficulty, and it's really hard to do it.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Or you have to juggle 2 humans and save them. Like, you save a human and you throw him, and you save another human, and you have to juggle 2 humans. Like, you're throwing, catching, 2 humans at the same time, and you have to throw them, 2 humans and checkpoints and a UFO that they whatever. You have to throw at the light beam, and the first human and the second human should be in the between. The difference between has to be less than 1 second.
Yeah, that one took some planning.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of those achievements where it's like you just get it for just showing up, essentially? You
That's
barely
fine, I
do anything
guess. I don't
else.
mind
A good example
I don't
was
mind it.
in Deadpool. I don't know if you guys have played Deadpool. You start the game, and he goes, "Here, have a trophy," and then you get a trophy, and then he looks at you again. It's like, "Here, have another one." You get another trophy. It's so weird, but it's proper like Deadpool. I like how they did that, because that's how he is, right? He's a bit.
Yeah.
He talks to you, but it's cool that they did that.
But if you take like Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which I did I got the platinum for it, it's like it has cool trophies where I have to do the mission 100%. So if you do 100% of the mission, you'll be able to do all the secret. Like you can kill the guy very very bland way, or you can kill the guy if you follow the trophy in a very creative way, which the developers made it so. And it's really awesome to do trophies like that. But also they add like, oh, make this game longer for no reason, like adding crush 10,000 items in your hometown. Like what? Like why? Like either you barely use your host, like you don't even get this trophy halfway through when finishing the game. It's like bullshit trophies, bullshit grinds.
I mean, again, that kind of just comes back to what trophies are, and I kind of understand why a lot of people are saying, "Well, I don't play games for trophies."
Yeah,
Because,
but I mean, like, add something more interesting, not just like, oh, just do this for like 1 billion times.
true, but then again, I mean, video games even without trophies were, a process of rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I think a part of trophies is that some of them shouldn't be fun. Like that's
Yeah.
part of the whole challenge there.
Yeah.
Like your patience and perseverance is what sort of gets you through. Because people give
Yeah.
up. Like I tried to get some. I'll forget this and play the next game.
No,
So
I never
people
like.
who do it, like Rough Dog
Yeah,
and themselves.
for example, like when I was trying to get for example, Naruto Shippuden, it's a very casual fighting game, but you have to get an S rank in all of the story modes. Some of them are really easy to get, but some are like cheap boss fights. Like this is the definition of a cheap boss fight. Like if it was fair and hard at the same time, I'm fine with it. I play Dark Souls. I know hard. I've loved hard games, but when it is cheap, I like it's like it's ridiculous. Like I had to try for 3 hours until sometimes the AI goes insane, sometimes the AI is stupid. Like I keep retrying until I get the percent where the AI is stupid.
And what game is this? Naruto you're talking about?
Yeah, Naruto. So the problem with the boss is it has 4 health bars, and you only if you get hit more than twice, you'll not get the S rank. So if you got hit more than twice, you have to retry, and it has 4 bars health. And the problem is you do 20 of your attacks. So I do like 150 hit attacks, and only it loses half of the health bar, and it's insane. It's insane. I had to keep spamming the same ultimate move or again and again and again.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what happens a lot, and
Yeah.
it just becomes annoying. If the process where you're getting it becomes too annoying, do you think it's really worth it to keep pursuing the achievements, you know?
But the thing is where like they make it like 80% doable. It is hard. I accept that. It's doable. It was fair. But the other 20% is cheap. And we're like, you know what? I'm like 20%
Yeah.
left. I want to do it, I put this much hours time. Like I'm not going to give up 3/4 way.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Makes
But
sense.
then, like, I actually am. I mean, speaking of trophies that I've have any of you ever been glitched out of an achievement?
Yes. Yeah. I
'Cause
think
I know there's one that I'm glitched out of.
I remember playing
Yes.
BioShock.
That
or
must be
BioShock
really
Infinite.
annoying.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Just,
I am glitched out of. Well, because I'm glitched out of this one thing, I'm actually glitched out of I think 3 trophies in Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah. So what would you even have to do? You'd have
Well-
to entirely restart the game, right? And just like
Yeah, I'm
delete all your-
I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Yeah.
Because I got to the point where in Shadow of the Colossus you have to do what's called time attack mode, where you have to beat each Colossus in a certain amount of time. And
Oh, I hate those.
I think it's the 15th Colossus and the 3rd Colossus.
sure.
I think it's there are two that are notoriously I guess the only way I can say it is kind of bullshit. Because like what Chris was saying, you have to wait till the AI is kind of stupid. You don't have to wait till the AI is kind of stupid, but you have to. The right set of circumstances has to happen in order for you to beat specifically the 3rd Colossus, because I've beaten that time attack. I think the time attack you need to beat it in hard mode is somewhere around 5 minutes, which, if you are lucky in one circumstance, you can get it in like 4:56. I got lucky in 3 circumstances. Well, actually, I've done it. Every so often I go back and try it again just to see if I'll get the trophy, but I never do. I've actually beaten it in 3 minutes and 48 seconds. And
what?
The trophy
seems
didn't.
insane, no?
Yeah, it did not happen. Like everything that could have happened for me to beat this happened in perfect sequence, to the point where I got to every little symbol super quick and dropped him like the sack of dirt that he is, and the trophy still did not pop. So I'm not going to get the trophy for getting all the items. I'm not going to get the trophy for beating all the bosses in time attack mode, and I'm not going to get the platinum.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that sucks. I know the feeling. That is
We'll all
why
be in mourning.
I had that same problem with me with what game was that? When I used to play Xbox 360, I also get achievements on that. It was called something zombies, like it's on an island, Dead Island, I think.
Yeah,
It's the same guys who did it's like the same guys who did Dying Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dead Island. Yeah.
Dead Island. So I got all the collectibles, and it was insane amount of collectibles, like 500 collectibles, something like that, maybe 100, I don't remember, but I remember it was a lot. And I reached at the end of the collectible, and I got glitched out, like it didn't pop. Like, I went insane. I went insane. I actually took this disc out and I broke it.
Can you imagine that?
Well, I remember.
I did that because I can get really stubborn. I get really stubborn, and I'm
No, you stubborn?
Really?
No,
so
no way.
I broke it,
Who
so
would've
I
guessed?
forced myself to give it up. Because if I didn't, I would have like redid it from the beginning.
Well, see, and I know that there has to be something from the developer's side that can fix these things, because and just bear with me, this actually has a point, Chris. Helldivers, when it came out,
Oh my!
there were
There
trophies you could get for beating like the homeworld of one of the alien races, as well as the there are instances where it happens randomly in each little section, but there's a planet where it's like a siege, I guess. I don't remember what it's called. It's been too long. But for the entire first like 3 months the game was out, you could not, like, it glitched everybody out of those trophies. Like maybe a couple percent of the people actually got it, whereas like I didn't get it. I know Moose didn't get it. I don't think Gideon got it either. Like none of us got it. But then they patched it, and then all of a sudden everybody, logged on and got the trophy. So I know there's a way where you can where that can happen. I know
That is really awesome. Because not a lot of developers do that. For example, for Dragon Age, if you kill 10 dragons, there was a glitch for that. I killed the 10 dragons and the trophy didn't pop out.
and Chris is gone.
But when I logged in,
Oh, there he
the
is.
trophy didn't pop out, even though I killed 10 of them.
Yeah. No, and
Hello?
I mean I heard you.
you're there.
There has to be
Hello?
something
Can you hear me?
developer side.
you there? But I was gonna say too. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. I know it happens on Xbox all the time. I don't know about PlayStation, but have you ever gotten an achievement, or I guess a trophy, while you were just doing nothing, and it was just like delayed or something? Because I've been on like the dashboard on Xbox, and I've gotten trophies before, and I have no idea why, but
Oh yeah, everybody's
They
gone
just-
to the
they just
Rapture has
show
one of
up.
those. Where you where
I don't even know. I don't think it's like something scripted or something like that. It just like
It's just slow.
for NHL again. I got a trophy for winning the club championship, but I did that like 2 months ago, and I just got it while I was playing the division the other day. It just didn't make any sense.
That makes total
That's
sense.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't really understand. Like, if something happens with the Xbox system where it just gets delayed and then suddenly, yeah, I don't know.
I've had that. I've had that happen. I've had similar things happen where, for some reason, the data didn't just sync up and the trophy never actually popped. I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
yeah.
Like there was one. I think it was when Sound Shapes originally came out. I was playing that and I got a trophy in one of the Infamous games, like out of nowhere, and I'm like, finish the game as bad, but like that platinum popped for me like months ago. So I got it after I got the platinum, which was weird.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a weird feeling. It's like, yes, I did great, even though I wasn't even playing. Maybe I'm just that good at the games where I'm able to play them while not even really playing them.
You
consciously.
ninja'd your way through achievements.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I'm gonna platinum everything now.
Now I know Chris's thoughts
guys?
on the. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, did you guys hear about my thing about the Dragon Age?
Yes, we heard
Yes,
that.
10 dragons.
Yes, 10 Dragons.
Yes.
Did you
Yeah,
hear
we got you.
about? Yeah, because I don't know why developers don't do what Helldivers did, because that is awesome to do.
Yeah.
They can
Yeah,
retrospectively
and you
put
know what
trophies
is?
on as well, right? Like, I've played games. I think it was Need for Speed on PS3, and so you played the game, you done your bits, and when they done the update and added trophies on, you were getting them retrospectively, like the ones that you already did. So they can do things like that. Just don't, because they're lazy.
Yeah, some of them don't like, and you know what really pisses you off more, when there's like the stats, when you go to profiles and you check on the stats. Let's say you have to kill 100 enemies, and it says in the stat you killed 100 enemies and you didn't get the trophy.
Yeah,
that's
that was how Arrowhead did it for Helldivers. They knew that they know internally like what had been done and everything was saved as your stats. So if you had the stats, you got the trophy.
Oh.
But I know Chris has railed against missable trophies before.
What I like about
Oh.
you know, the
I
achievements.
hate missable trophies. I hate them so much.
Yeah, I know. Imran, continue
Yeah,
your
you
your
know.
thought.
So I don't know if PlayStation is, but you know, on Xbox, you know, just say you've got to kill 56 enemies or whatever. So on Xbox, it tells you your progress in the achievements.
Yes, that's so
That's
awesome. I want
that's so
that.
good. They should do that on PlayStation. Like, it's really good. Like, it shows
Shuhei
you how
Yoshida,
far.
do it.
Like,
Well,
they should introduce that.
I-
Like, it's
I-
really
That
good.
doesn't happen on PlayStation. Like on
No.
Xbox, they like tell you like collect if it's collect 20 items, like you have
Yeah, it tells you
17
how
or something.
far to get that achievement, right? Yeah, it's not on PlayStation.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like I remember when the generational shift was happening, they were talking about that, and I'm not going to say that PlayStation does it better because I think that's a great feature, but I also like that they're different.
Yeah, but I think that's a feature that I'd expect, because some games you can see your progress in, whereas obviously across the board on Xbox you can see it and all.
Yeah,
I know.
whereas I think when the console singularity happens and we all play games on the same box, I think they'll probably integrate features of both. If trophies even happen, because we never know. Nintendo could just take over the world and say Sony and Xbox are obsolete again, and there will never be achievements.
I know you dream about this, Matt, but
No, I
don't
really
think
don't.
it's gonna
And they will
happen.
replace it with stamps.
Yeah, stamps are good.
And and coins and stuff like that.
So
They-
You
they-
never played Wii U games?
they
you
will
play
make
Mario
stamp
3D World.
collecting and
Yeah,
coin
stamps,
collecting
yeah.
cool come
Wii
hell or
Fit.
high
Really?
water.
That is something Nintendo would do, and only Nintendo would do.
That's
Word.
how they roll. But it's better getting a platinum than I feel it's better getting a platinum than 1000G on Xbox.
Exactly.
Like, it feels like I've
Yes.
just got something, whereas on the Xbox, just like I've 100% the game. Whereas you get that plus a platinum on PlayStation. Don't know. It just
Because
feels
you-
different.
Because you're just giving me a score. I don't know how many games you 100%ed.
Well,
You're-
doesn't Xbox do like badges on the profile?
Well, what you could do is you can biggest achievements and stuff like that, you can pin them to your profile,
Oh,
and
sure.
then you can
Guess
like
what
show
I
them
do?
off and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Something I don't know if PlayStation does this either, but on Xbox there's also a constantly updating leaderboard of like the most
yeah, that's
recent.
really cool. Yeah, because they really focus on the score. So
Yeah. They actively encourage users to try and compete against each other to get the most achievements in a month.
yeah, it's really good. That is, and you can
Yeah,
see the
PlayStation
score.
doesn't doubt that.
Yeah, and I don't think it doesn't work with the trophy system. Whereas because there's a score, like so which is nice because it includes more people like myself who don't go for the thousand, who don't go for the 100%, where I can still get a lot of points by playing
Yeah.
lots of different games, which is
Mm.
nice as well. Because you don't need to be a completionist to get like high up on the rank. Whereas more so on PlayStation, it's more visible how many times you completed a game properly.
Well,
Yeah,
it
they
depends
literally-
what games you're playing. Like you can like for example, you can play The Last of Us and you can only unlock
like
one trophy.
one trophy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That game was good though.
Yeah, Last of Us is a good game.
Yeah, Last of Us is amazing.
I
But
platinumed
horrible
that
trophies.
on, I platinumed that on PS3, and I didn't. I absolutely
Platinumed it.
refuse to go back on PS4.
Wow.
I'm
Wait,
done
for
with
which
that, man.
game?
Last of
Platinum
Us.
Last of Us.
Yeah.
Last
The
of Us.
platinum was horrible.
We'll just play it again just for fun.
It's
What were the
terrible.
What were the achievements or trophies like in that?
They were bad. I didn't think they were
Super
bad.
hard.
I really didn't. I mean, and you know, and after I platinumed it, I found the workaround for doing it on like the super hard mode.
Yeah.
So I did it. I did it. It wasn't bad. It changed the way you think about the game, because when you do it on the super hard mode, then you have to do it on. I think it was called survival at the time because I didn't do the DLC stuff. And then you have to do New Game Plus on survival. Everything is just everything is so much more scarce. Like there's way less resources to use. There's way less ammo around. So basically your shots have to hit.
Yeah.
That was really the one big change is if you played it on the other difficulties, the easier difficulties, you better have actually gotten good at it. Otherwise, survival was tricky.
I feel like Xbox do a better job of making the achievements thing more social, like in a more social way. Like they make it more sociable.
They put
in a
it like
sense that-
into the community, like they
yeah,
integrate
because
directly into it.
remember when Rough Dog came on our show, and he was talking about how PlayStation don't give anything to the top trophy hunters, whereas Xbox give you like a free Xbox and loads of like gamer points and loads of like
Yeah.
credit, and they do all sorts of things.
Well, Xbox does
Well-
that for everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
so they're
try and be more.
really good like that. Oh, one moment, someone's at the door. I think I need to go soon. One moment.
Uh-oh. Tell them to join the show.
Welcome to the
Platinum
party.
Achievement Podcast.
No, so I feel like we made some headway in this subject. We'll probably have to revisit this at some point.
I know. You were totally right, though. The entire subject of the title of the damn show is the Platinum Achievement Podcast, and we really have only talked about it at one time with Rough Dog or
Yeah.
Or is it Corn
Exactly,
Dog?
like
I
I-
forget
like
which
I
dog
said-
it
It
is.
was Rough Dog.
I said to the Matt, why
Guys?
we never talk about trophies? Yes.
Yo, I need to leave now.
Okay,
Is that okay?
Okay.
we'll
Bye, bye.
we'll soldier on. Have a good night, Imran.
All right, cool,
We love
nice
you.
one. Thank
Bye,
you.
Imran. Nobody loves you. Bye.
I love you,
Everyone,
Imran.
all listeners, say goodbye.
I love you too. Thank you.
What were we talking about? Oh, Rough Dog. He's just not talking about achievements. That's what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
we've spent.
I feel like it's something we should mention all the time. We should ask the people right now. Do you think, like, at the end of every show, we should be talking about, like, the current achievements that we're pursuing right now, or stuff like that?
Yeah, we should.
I feel like we should give some more updates on what we're doing with achievements, because I think we're all doing something related to them, but we don't
Yeah,
always
we never
mention
talk about it. Well, and see, and the thing is, like, an achievement for me nowadays is getting a chance to play games for a long time. I work so much.
I know, I've been super busy recently, too, and This goes back to another one of our episodes, playing with like being an adult and having to do things all the time, and it's annoying. But
I'm like working on this huge project, which if you guys remember, I announced on the group, which I don't want to announce publicly, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
I think I remember what you're talking about.
I'll pretend I know what you're talking about.
But go ahead.
So I've been really busy with that, and like that's why we don't like upload the show every week like we try to.
Well, I'm actually I haven't been involved either too, but exact same thing, Chris. Like I want to play games all the time too, and I just can't and do more stuff for the show. And I don't know, I've been super busy. Like I'm still a level 14 in the division, and yeah, I can't play with anyone I know anymore.
Are you playing on Xbox or PS4?
On Xbox. And the problem is all my friends, they're all at level 30 now, and I try and play with them, and I just get murdered over and over and over. So it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I'm well. See, once you get to level 30, you and don't go in the dark zone because everybody there is like at least level 50, and it's kind of annoying. Because I'm sitting here trying to, kill bosses and get gear and get, dark zone credits, and then you get these
solo. You're trying to solo.
I mean,
it's literally impossible to do that in dark zone.
Well, no, I can take care of the mobs, no problem in the dark zone. It's the other players that are dicks about it because you'll get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying. You can kill the elite, but the problem is they kill him faster than you, so you don't get him. So you don't get the loot.
Oh, they don't even try. They don't even try and kill the elite. They're trying to kill me because everybody's going rogue because they have nothing else to do.
You know the funny part is, for the trophy to count, you have to get the last hit on the elite, so it to count. Sometimes people they just look at the boss and wait for you to bring his health down so they can get the last shot.
Right? Yeah, that makes sense. No, I mean, it's what it is. I
think that's a standard video game tactic.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that goes back to Call of Duty and kill stealing. I mean, come on. That goes back to Halo and kill stealing.
Exactly, Brian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talking to you, Brian.
Literally, we played Halo one damn time. You're just never going to forgive me for that one time?
No, it's 3 times.
Whatever.
Well, okay, so...
You never want to play with me anyways.
I would play with you and
he plays on
do
Xbox.
things. And then
I have Xbox. I have an Xbox.
Well, I get distracted. A lot of times I don't normally play games I play gaming in spurts. That's why I like NHL, because I could play one game and then leave. And there's no commitment for me at all. Like if I invite you to a party and say, let's play Halo, I feel like we should play at least an hour.
Aren't we married? Aren't we in a committed relationship? We're committed, Brian.
No, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'll come over. I'll be there in a couple... I don't know how many hours it takes to get to Lebanon.
As someone who is at the very tail end of a marriage, I think Brian's doing the right thing. One of y'all has to work.
And I'm doing the whole working.
I am the worker.
I am the one who knocks. Brian, make me spaghetti.
Make you spaghetti? Is that what you plan on saying? What? This is what our relationship is?
Yeah, like Brian Spagnoli. You should be good at spaghetti. Spagnoli spaghetti.
Yeah. My last name actually means from Spain in Italian or something like that.
Wait, your last name says you're from Spain, but in Italian.
I think Spagnoli is it might be Italian for Spaniard, not.
Yeah, that's Spain. That's it.
I
don't know what the real thing is, Matt.
Huh?
I don't know what the real definition of my last name is. I never thought about it.
I always thought it was like Spanknoli.
Spanknoli?
Yeah. Well, Noli deserves it. Am I right?
This is weird. Whatever. This is getting weird.
So actually, I got a weird thing to talk about.
Don't talk about your dick, please.
I don't want to talk
I don't.
about that.
He's
And
not
guys don't-
you.
I'm not you, Chris. Thank you, Brian. So, I finally got my fight stick yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
What
we
is
are
it?
going to talk about your dick. Okay.
No, my fight stick. Fight stick.
I heard what you said.
My joystick. Oh man.
No, that didn't fix it at all, man. That probably made it worse.
Yeah. No. What's even worse? Make it. God, this is.
Is it the mini Hori?
Yes,
you
it's
try
the mini
another
Hori.
one.
I got a
It
little one at
sucks.
best.
It sucks. It
You got
sucks.
a
I wish I
little
didn't buy
one? Oh,
it.
that's nice.
Why? I like it. It's pretty nice.
No, the problem
Yeah, no,
is
you're
the buttons are
proud of it.
small.
Size doesn't really matter.
Well, I
No,
mean,
it does. It does. Like
Well-
I'm used to the big buttons. I thought it was the mini Horde. The size is small, but the buttons will have the regular size, like the Mad Catz one. Mad Catz has also a smaller version, but the buttons are regular ones. So I just assumed the mini Horde will have the regular size buttons, but nope, it doesn't. And they are so small. Like I keep pushing the other buttons by accident. Yeah, I'm not used to it, so
yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna
I
get-
actually it felt really comfortable for me. I only played a couple matches, and I don't really know. Like I was doing with characters that I don't really know, but yeah, I'll definitely. I think you need to organize another Street Fighter tournament, Chris, and then
I know.
I can get-
I'm
I can
ready
get-
for the
I
announcements.
can get beat by
and stuff.
Austin Clements and Paul Linga, and it'll be fine.
and he'll
We all
get another
died. Did I
amiibo.
scare you away?
Yeah, he can get another amiibo. Oh,
wait.
yeah, that's totally fine.
Y'all are like breaking up for me right now, so I can't really hear you, but I'll pretend. Yeah, totally. I agree, Chris.
Isn't that what you do all the time?
I definitely think we should murder all of the. I was gonna say a very bad joke there.
all of the what? All of the.
all
Oh,
Pokemon.
I was gonna say bad joke right now.
All
I'm very
Pokemon.
sorry.
Fill in the blank.
Let's murder all Pokemon.
No, I was
Yeah.
gonna say murder all
Murder
the,
all the Digimon.
Yeah,
All the
well,
kids.
Digimons don't even exist anyway.
Whatever happened
do
with Digimon?
exist.
They just went away.
It's back. Digimon is back. Digimon Try. The 6 episodes is out.
Chris
The
is already
ori-
on
it's-
top of it all. Come on, Brian.
Yeah.
You didn't know about Digimon? It's already here. It's my favorite show on TV right now.
No,
Last
because-
episode
no,
was
no.
great.
You guys don't watch anime, but Digimon is back. Digimon, it's not like back as a seasonal, long-running anime, but it's back as like 3 episodes in a row, which is one movie, then another 3 episodes in a row, which is kind of a movie, which is awesome. It's great. I like it. It's the first season. It's all the characters from the first season, but all grown out in high school. I think it's college now. I think it's high school.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so
even
we've
heard of
kind of
that.
talked about video games here, and I think
Yeah,
we've kind of talked about video games a lot over the course of the show. What do you guys do outside of video games?
I don't do anything. I play hockey all the time. That's pretty much it.
You play hockey?
Literally.
Like, do you have any other hobbies other than hockey? Like, are you a movie guy? Are you a music guy? Do you have a beer
I don't know. I
problem
play
like
guitar
I do?
sometimes. I don't know. I dance in the dark, naked sometimes.
Did you watch?
Okay, I didn't want you to make this awkward. I was definitely trying to ask a question, but thanks
okay.
for nothing, Brian.
Did you watch the Star Wars Rogue One teaser trailer?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I didn't watch it though. It's like
You didn't
big
watch it?
deal, and
What?
everyone watched it.
Well, see, I didn't watch it because I never watched those things anyway. I don't.
Yeah, I
I-
forgot.
Oh, Chris is having an aneurysm.
Brian
Not
doesn't
again.
like Star Wars.
Well, no, I don't. But see, here's the thing. We could talk about it if you want. I don't have a problem with that. Because everybody says, well, if you can't talk about it because then there's spoilers. Well, here's the thing. Spoilers only ruin things if you let them ruin it.
I'm sorry. Talking about the trailer is a spoiler.
No.
Come on.
Because, well, no, but I'm just saying, there are some people that if you talk about a trailer to them and they haven't seen it, they say, "Oh, that's a spoiler."
Oh
I've
yeah, I
actually-
get really annoyed by
It's a
that.
trailer. I'm sorry. It's a
Chris,
trailer. There's
Chris,
no such thing as
I'm
spoilers
totally
on
with
trailer.
you, but there are people that think this way.
Those if you're that kind of people, get off the podcast. Don't listen to it
Well,
anymore. I don't want you
here's
to
the
listen.
thing.
I don't want you to listen.
Well, and then
Turn
again,
off. Pause.
and then again, spoilers only ruin things if you let them ruin it.
Yeah, I will say something super vague, I think, about a movie or something to a friend of mine, and he'll be like, that's a spoiler. Like, I'll say the movie was good. It's like, damn it, I can't see it now. I'll know it'll be good. Doesn't make any sense. If I said it was bad, yeah, I just can't.
Because here's the thing, you can know the end of the book, you can know the end of a movie. It ain't about the destination, it's about the journey. It always is. No, and that's
you're so deep, Matt.
No,
You're
that's
so deep.
that's what it is. Because here's the thing: if you're actually watching a movie, you are mentally interacting with it.
No, yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying.
And
though. Like, it's
you know,
not that-
anybody who's gonna say, oh, well, this happened in Star Wars: The Force Awakens, I might as well not even see it now. But then you don't know how it led to it. You don't know how it got there. You don't know. You don't understand what the context is. I mean, you know, one of the all-time spoilers is, you know, the Luke, I am your father.
How would you not know that?
I mean, you know,
it's not Luke, I am your father. It is,
whatever.
I am your
I mean,
father.
you know, chalk that up with the other hundreds of movie quotes that have been misquoted over the 121 years movies have been made. Yes, they've been made for that long.
We should have a class thing where we watch that first movie. What was it? It was like that thing with the moon, and the first time it was animated, and they went there. And do you guys know what I'm talking about at all?
That's not the first movie.
That's not the first movie?
No, that's not the first movie. The first movie.
Okay, what is the first thing that was shown on a screen, like on a projection?
I learned this for a class of mine, and
well,
I
I
was
I
on
think
a
it's an
test.
animation, right? I think
No,
it's an
it's
animation.
not. It's not actually. It's
Ooh,
not.
that's an
the
expert.
first thing that was shown in theaters to any sort of wide distribution was by the.
No, I'm not saying theaters to
No,
actually make it work as film.
Oh, I
think
don't
the only
know.
place to really show
Th-
it
nobody,
all.
nobody actually knows that because that was an experiment. Then it happened, and they said, "Oh, well, let's try this." And they're like, "Oh, we can get people to act and tell stories. That would be great."
Oh my god, the acting was so bad back then.
Well, but then again, they didn't have to project either.
The
They only
first
they only
movie
had
ever,
to-
The Lumiere.
Yeah, exactly. It's Lumiere.
Yeah,
It was,
French?
I've seen this before.
Yeah, it was.
It's a
Oui.
French movie?
Oui.
Oh,
Français.
I'm surprised. Oh, wow.
And,
C'est magnifique.
And it was the first thing shown in any wide distribution was a train arriving at a station. And all it is literally one shot for about 10 seconds of a train pulling into the station. But where you're positioned is the camera is on the tracks and the train is coming right at you. This freaked audiences out in the 1890s. Scared the hell out of them.
Killed by a train.
Because nobody had ever seen that before, and we can actually tie this into modern times, is because that's what VR is right now. Nobody knows.
Ha ha. Stupid people.
And
Haha, stupid. You would react the same way, Chris.
No, I always knew that it was fake.
Even with zero
Because
context.
it's black and white. Because it's black and white. I know it's fake. I see colors.
Good.
The train
We've
wouldn't have
confirmed
hit me.
that Chris is not a dog. Well, I guess dogs do see colors, though, right? So, no. Whatever.
well, technically it is color because black and white are colors.
You're so
Black is not
technical.
black. No, black is the absence of color, and white is all color.
Or
So-
is black
so-
all
so
the colors?
white
and
is
white's none of
color
the
then.
colors?
Okay, if you wanna be like that one
White's
guy from a
super
party,
colorful.
or like technically it's not like shut the hell up.
So what you're
Stop
saying is
ruining the
white is
joke.
actually the gayest color in the world because it's really just a magnificent rainbow on the inside.
If you want to interpret it that way, you are welcome to it.
Yes, I will write that down.
You could take that walk, Chris.
White is
or
gay.
Brian. I'll let you take that walk.
It makes sense, to be honest. Yeah, because rainbow colors come from the reflection of
No,
What happened
not-
to the show?
They
What?
come from the refraction. Not
refraction.
Yeah.
Refraction, sorry.
of white.
reflection, deflection.
From
So
from
So
the
we
color
clearly,
white.
so it's clear that we like movies, we like physics. I have
Yes.
a vinyl
Learning so
problem.
much.
I also like beer a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and Chris is always angry.
Chris is always angry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris, what do you do for fun outside? What's your life outside of the show? Do you just pick up garbage all day?
Nobody in Lebanon picks up garbage. Come on, Brian.
Has it been fixed yet?
I
Chris is dead, I guess.
like how Chris's internet is down now, and I hope he can hear us.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, it'd be great if you weren't actually down. You were just not responding. Chris, what have you been doing? What's life like outside of the podcast for you? Let the
You're saying
know.
that about the garbage. You're saying about the garbage thing, right? I cannot open my windows in my room because if I do, the garbage smells will come inside the room and I will die from the smell. So I keep them closed. If I keep them closed, I'm sweating so much, like 10,000 degrees here. I'm dying. So I have to choose sweat to death or die from smelling shit.
Well, what do
all
you
the
do
day.
for fun then?
He just dies. That's the most enjoyable part of his life is sweating to death.
For fun?
But honestly, that's actually super similar to Staten Island. I don't know if you know, Chris. Staten Island for a really, really long time was a giant dump, and now the dump is gone, though. But I know when I was a really young kid, and like my parents and my brothers and sisters and all that, they know about the old Staten Island where it just smelled bad constantly, and I don't really know that. So it's probably similar to what you're going through. How nice.
I'm sorry. Have you never experienced it, so I don't know what you're talking about. Experience my pain, then talk about it.
Okay. Jeez. I'll go jump in a dumpster.
You'll go do that. Jump in a
so
dumpster
basically,
while
so
holding a
basically,
torch.
so basically, Chris is saying
He doesn't do anything for
He
fun.
lives his life like an angry version of Taco from the League. That's
Is that an American joke? 'Cause I
it's
don't
an
know.
American show. It's
very
honestly,
good.
if I hadn't watched the League ever, I would have never participated in Tim Nestor's fantasy football thing that he did in our group. And,
I don't know what's the league.
Oh, you should. It's on Netflix.
It's
You
like
should
a
watch
show. I don't know. It's
You should
very
watch it.
stupid.
It's
but
it's
great.
hilarious though. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny.
Is it about American football?
Not
Not
really.
yet.
No?
Not
Well-
really. Like all the only thing that really ties all the characters together is that
They
they
bring
play
fun.
fantasy football, but you don't have to understand fantasy football to get the show.
Yeah. They just drink a lot and do stupid things.
Yeah, they do. It's really hilarious. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
In
You
a
don't
weird
sound
way,
convinced at all,
I was
Chris.
watching it. I was watching it last night, and in a weird way, I realized that there's probably a lot of the League in our personalities.
Ooh, who am I?
I think you are probably well, we don't have a girl, so we don't have a Jenny. Chris is definitely Jason Mantzoukas' character, Rafi.
Oh yeah. Jeez, yes. Okay. Chris
So
is
is
completely
Rafi-
lost, but I enjoy it right now.
I don't know how much Antonio is going to be a part of things going forward, but he is definitely Andre.
Okay.
So
I
is
could see
Rafi 6.6?
I don't know.
Is that-
I've not.
He-
I've
he's
not.
probably-
Then
he
how would
might
you
not
know if
be,
he's
but he
Well,
totally
I
would
mean,
say he
I
is.
don't think Rafi is defined by the size of his unit either, and I don't think you should be either.
You're so nice. Very, very inspirational words. Don't be
Exactly.
defined by the size of your
And I
penis.
can't figure out who you and I are, Brian. I can't figure that out.
No.
But the
figure it
options are Pete. Well, actually, I'm probably Pete because I'm the closest to getting divorced.
Damn.
So you could be Kevin or
Okay.
or Russell. Are you a sex addict?
Can't you hear this voice? Can't you hear this voice?
Just because
Sexy.
he gets a lot of sex doesn't mean he's addicted to it. Are you a sex addict, Brian? If you're not, that's cool.
Sure. I don't know.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna
Wait.
say you're not. So you can be Kevin.
How much do you pay for condoms a week?
Condoms per week? I don't know. I buy a big box and then they last. I don't know how many's in the big box.
How much does the big box last?
He buys a sampler pack.
I go to Costco and then get the 500 pack.
He buys a sampler pack. He goes to the high school where they give out
Taste
free
each one.
condoms. Like, Grab the bowl with the condoms.
And then,
Yeah, I don't.
then-
You know, they have a little bowl. Yeah, just take the whole bowl and walk away with it.
Yeah. And then the people at the high school are like, "What are you doing here?" And you're like, "Hello, ladies."
How you do?
Okay, this is officially
That's how
gotten-
Brian is gonna get arrested.
This has officially gotten weird. It's almost 1:30 in the afternoon, and I need to get ready for work.
Do what you
Ha-ha.
gotta do.
So yeah.
I suppose we should end the show, right? Without Imran, it's so lost here.
Yes, I'm just saying Final Fantasy 15 was awesome. It's great. September 30. I'm so excited. I got
played
the
demo too.
collectors.
Great.
It's great. It's awesome. I love it.
Yep.
I got the Sasuke collector's edition. If you know what I'm talking about.
No idea.
Noctis.
Nor do I.
Noctis. The main character from Final Fantasy 15 looks exactly. Okay, not exactly, but 90% like Sasuke from.
Not exactly, but 99%. Okay.
Okay.
It looks
Sa-
basically, except not at all, like this.
90% like this. Sasuke from the Naruto series. Because when I watched the anime of Final Fantasy 15, Noctis looks like freaking Sasuke from Naruto. And I was like, I have to get Noctis figure because Square Enix makes amazing figures, well detailed. If you ever seen Square Enix figures, they're amazing. They're like the equivalent of Hot Toys, but for anime figures. If you guys know Hot Toys,
The equivalent of what?
Hot Toys.
Hot Boys, like that rap
Hot
group
To-
from the early 2000s?
No. Hot
Boys.
Toys.
That had like Juvenile and
Hot
Lil
Wheels,
Wayne and
Hot
BG in it?
Wheels.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, Hot Toys. You
Toys.
guys know. You guys
Hot
don't know about
Boys.
Hot Toys?
I know
Well,
you're
I know
fabulous,
about the
Chris,
rap
but
group
Hot
and they were
Boys is not
terrible.
something we're supposed to be talking about right now.
No, Hot Toys is not like a sexual thing you guys thinking about. It is actually.
I'm not thinking sexual. I'm thinking about the rap group that was terrible.
Well, no, he's saying Hot Toys with a T.
Oh, I thought he said Hot Boys.
Yes, I thought he said Hot Boys first, and I thought he was
and-
being
yeah, and I
fabulous, and
was
he's
like,
going to
nope,
marry
there's
someone
nothing
else.
good about this because it had
But
Juvenile
no.
in it, and Juvenile sucked.
He has Hot Toys, which also sounds like some dildo company.
This is true. Yeah.
It's not a dildo company. It's the best. It's the number. It's like one of the best companies that make figurines for like if you
Oh,
just
yeah,
Google
yeah.
it. Just Google
Yeah,
it.
I
It's
just went on
super
Amazon and saw
detailed.
something.
It's super detailed. Like it's freakishly detailed.
Well, maybe they use Hot Toys to make their figures.
No, Square Enix, they do their own figures, and what's awesome about it is like they take characters from other IPs, like let's say Star Wars. They take Darth Vader and they make him wear like a Final Fantasy armor, which is great, which is awesome, but costs about $300.
Speaking of figures, Chris, you've often touted about coming.
So I got the collectors.
Wait, what? What was Matt gonna say? Touting what?
Chris, you're often touting about coming to America. And you're also very interested in the Dark Souls 3 Collector's Edition, or at least the figure in it, right? And
That
of
means
course-
yes.
And
His
of, cour-
silence
and, of
means
cour-
yes now.
and of course, Chris is dead.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the Dark Souls 3
I
Collector's
said
Edition.
yes. I said
I
yes.
know, but it was delayed. Sorry. When are you coming to America to claim your figure?
Yeah. We're waiting for you.
When is Brian gonna give me my green card?
We need to get married first, so you need to come here. You got a little visa or something, working visa. You chill out, and we get married, and then
Hang
we
out
get
for
angry
2
at each other and get
years.
divorced.
Hey, well, you got to wait 2 years. You got to wait
You have
2
to wait
years.
2 years?
Yeah, you have to be
Okay.
married for 2
I'll write
years.
that down.
Yeah, you have to be married. I went through this. I know how. I know.
You're
it back and forth.
experienced
Yes, I'm
with
experienced.
getting people into the country.
No, not that. No. My soon-to-be ex-wife. She got her citizenship while she was married, and she was.
I'm
super
imagining that you marry tons of women all the time, and you
No,
just constantly. This is your agreement. This is why you're a millionaire
proud.
secretly.
If I'm a
without telling
millionaire,
us.
man,
You would have a new headset by then.
Either I squandered that money really fast or it never actually happened. I don't know. But no, my soon-to-be ex-wife, she became a citizen while we were married, and it was a very nerve-wracking thing to go through because
Did you have to say the Pledge of Allegiance or something like that?
no, but well, you have to interview with. I don't want to say it's like I don't want to say it's the Department of Immigration, but you have to go through. There's a movie from the 90s that's really terrible. It had Gerard Depardieu and I don't remember the other lady, but where the climactic scene is them interviewing so he can stay in America and get a green card, and we had to do that. It's not fun. It's one of the. It was scary as shit for her, and it was equally nerve-wracking for me because it could have gone a way where they just said no, we're not going to approve your green card, and then either. I don't think at that time we would have split, but like I could very well have been living in Europe by now.
Ooh, that would have been exciting.
Europe's cool, man. I'd much rather go there than have you guys come here. Europe's real cool.
What do you want to go to? Which
If
country?
you were living in
Where do you
Romania
go?
right now, I would have visited you because ticket in Romania is not insanely expensive as is going to America. So it's insane how expensive it is to go to America.
What? How much does it cost? Let's find out right now. How much is a flight from? Well, let's see. How about America to Lebanon? Is the flight cheaper then?
No. America to Lebanon is cheaper. If Lebanon to America is expensive.
Cheapest. Switch this.
We'll see. Like I know going from here across the ocean is not easy. It's not cheap either.
Oh damn! There's like no.
Yeah, you're not going to
Like
get
no flights.
You're not getting a direct flight into Beirut. That's not.
Oh yeah, there's no way.
You're going to have to. I mean, I don't know the geography, but you're going to stop at another major.
Yeah,
and
you
then
have
get
to
and get a tiny flight, and then you'll probably end up landing outside of Lebanon, and you'll have to bus in probably.
No, what I did when I went to Canada, I went to France. From France, I went to Canada.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just saw some of the prices. $723, $677. Damn.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
It's not
really
cheap.
expensive.
Yeah.
All right. I guess if you come, you're never allowed to go back.
Well, but see, that's why on a lot of Americans, a lot of specifically people that I've talked to in the region of the country that I live in, they don't travel outside of the country, and I don't understand why. They say, well, everything they have there, we have here. I go, nah, you really don't, because this place is only 200 years and change old.
Oh yeah, you guys
Like,
don't have
we don't-
castles.
Like,
you guys don't
honestly, when I went to Romania the first time and we went around the country, I walked in ruins that were 5,000 years old.
have. When I went to Armenia, I visited to the first church ever.
Yeah, it's just
Ever.
like, yeah, everything that we like. I mean, I think it's pretty cool living in Philly. I can walk, to Old City and see where this country started. That's really cool. But when you're walking through a castle that has been blown up, there's something a bit more awe-inspiring. And one of my favorite stories is my ex's family's friend gave me some, I guess the equivalent of some really stiff whiskey. And he said, here, drink this. And he gave me a full glass rather than a shot glass with water. So I drank it like an idiot because I don't speak the language. And I'm like, yeah, I'd rather fit in than not. And then, so I'm basically pass out drunk eating a meal. And then they say, okay, we're going to a castle now. Well, this castle is at the top of a mountain, and you have to climb the mountain. Climbing a mountain sober can be a difficult task. Doing it drunk, luckily there were walkways and stairs and everything. Otherwise, I would have been dead. But then you see half of this castle has been blown up by a couple of wars, and you're standing in this half of a castle that's basically reduced to rubble that nobody can restore. And you're like, man, I don't know what history is like anymore because it's all stuff that we're not taught here. And it's sad and interesting.
I was thinking this the other day.
Like,
it must be very difficult to learn the history of your country if it's like thousands of years old or something like that, or hundreds of years old.
You should have been in my school, Brian. You had to take 2 history classes for like 15 years. 15 years, 2 history classes. Because our system is not like your system. We have to take all the classes they give us. Like, it's 1 year. You get your grade, you graduate to the next year. It's not like you pick classes.
Well, you don't really do that till high school.
It's until you finish. You cannot pick anything.
Oh, wow.
Even in high school. Yeah.
Damn.
We had to take everything. When I used to go to my Armenian high school, I have to take Armenian history, Arabic history. I have to take Arabic, French, English, math, physics, chemistry, philosophy, economics, sociology, sports. Did I say English?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'm missing. Oh, and law, geography. I don't know how much is that. 14 subjects. And one more, and computers. 15 subjects.
What?
Well, now, see, I think the advantage of growing now, and I'm not saying I can't comment to your school system because I didn't experience it, obviously, but I think taking geography in a country like Lebanon versus a country like America, you probably have a lot more time to learn a lot more about the world. Because
we don't take geography of Lebanon, we take the geography of the world.
Yeah, well, in the Americans in the Midwest where I went to school, we took a general geography class, and they spend 3/4 of the year talking about the 50 states because there is so much to deal with just within our own borders.
Yeah, the same thing with me. It was you learn about like how everything's different, like in in Nevada, the desert and shit, and just up north get the snow, and then it never rains in California, and they're all sad all the time. In Florida, no one really cares about them. They get hurricanes. They're gonna be gone soon. It'll be fine.
Also, our school system was more advanced than the American system, because when I went to an American system university, I skipped 3 physics classes, I skipped 4 math classes, I skipped 2 chemistry classes, and I skipped that's it. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Like I never did calculus 1, calculus 2, calculus 3. I started with calculus 4 immediately because we already taught that in our school. It's insane. Like, really, you like how like easy it is, and how easy it is the schools in America. Like, I don't know how easy it would be.
Well, and it's weird because like I've spoken to in working at hospitals, I've spoken with like new residents, and a lot of the residents I've spoken with are from other countries, and most of them they're like, yeah, coming to doing med school in America is actually it's competitive because there are so many people trying to do it, but once you get into the med school, it's not as difficult and the prestige is there. So to loop it back around, a lot of there are people from other countries coming to American medical schools, and I have no raw data to back this up, so this is just sort of my inference, which could be wrong. But it seems like a lot of people from other countries are coming to American medical schools for an easy platinum, because you get a degree from an American, you get an MD from an American medical school. You don't have to transfer to another school in another country to be licensed in that country. Like, it's, and one of the doctors I work with now was sort of explaining this to me, and I'm like, that's crazy. So basically, I could get, if I were so inclined, which I'm not because I don't want to be a doctor, I could go to med school, get an MD, and basically ask to say, okay, I'm going to move to Spain and practice medicine. They're like, yeah, no problem. All you have to do is, like, you might have to pay a $300 licensing fee, and then keep up your license annually, which is no more different than what I have to do as an X-ray tech. I have to keep up my license annually, and
Video games.
Yeah, video games are weird.
Okay, let's end the show. It's like maybe 20 minutes not talking about video games.
We spent a lot of time not talking about video games, but I like this. I like
PA Podcast.
You like this, but people who's listening might not.
Maybe not.
Well, maybe they will, or maybe they won't.
You know, here's the thing. I'm sorry if you don't, but I hope you do.
We should
find us on
throw out all our
Facebook
information.
at the Platinum Achievement Podcast. Find Brian at Zombie XSP everywhere. Chris has Ragnarok on Xbox and Frankenstein on PS4.
With an A or an E.
Instead of Frank, it's Frank. FRENKENSTEIN.
Without the N.
No.
There's no N in the middle.
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
In fact, I'm infinite_rewind. Find me. You can find him through me if it's that big of a problem. Imran is Imran5X on PS4 and Lord Haji on Instagram. I don't know what he is on Xbox or Wii U.
Lord Haji on Snapchat.
And yeah, he's Lord Haji on Snapchat. You know what? I actually might get Snapchat.
Just download it right now. Add me on Snapchat too, Zombie XSP. I post some things with my voice acting every once in a while.
I follow your Snapchat. It's so dumb. Like,
whoa, what?
It's like, yeah, it is. Like, I woke up. There's a straw on my shoulder.
Yeah, well, that was
weird. What is the straw about? Oh, and I'm using the straw now to drink a milkshake. Like, who cares?
A lot of people do. I know.
I know.
For my co-hosts, Brian Spagnoli, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Chris Haar.
You've got mail.
You've got mail. And I am Matthew Keel saying, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Banana and out.
That was weird.
That was weird. Talk about how bullshit makeup is, how expensive it is. Like,
oh yeah, I saw some video like they were asking men to guess the price of makeup, and like these little tiny bottles are like $70 or something.
That's what we're talking about. Oh,
exactly. Like I remember when I went with my ex and was like, okay, I'll buy you whatever makeup. It's just, I want to buy makeup. I was like, you know what? I'll buy it for you. Like, how much will it cost for a small lipstick?
$100 billion.
Thanks.
And she's like grabbing stuff. Like, isn't this too much? I'm like, no, I don't think so. Like, like small things, like very small, tiny, small circle colored things. Like, how much will it cost? Like, maybe $50.
I like how you're like, I like how you're, is this too much? I don't think so, because I don't know how math works.
No, the price wasn't on them, so I wasn't really? Like checking. Yeah, so I don't know. Like we went to the I went to the checkout and the lady was $350. I'm like, I looked at her. I'm like, what? Do you think I have 350 fucking? Why is this $350? Why? How much is this lipstick? It's like $80. Why the fuck is a lipstick of $80? And she was like, because this color is what ruby, and ruby is very hard to whatever. I don't care.
That was the end of that.
I feel like all the colors should be very easy to make.
Chris is like a Key and Peele sketch. He goes, I said bitch.